Welcome to the Marketing Ideas Show. This is the place where we interview people who have made a major contribution to marketing in Australia. Today, we're here to meet Peter Irvine, the co-founder of Gloria Jeans. Peter has not only made a major contribution to marketing in Australia, he's probably made a major contribution to marketing in the world, possibly the known universe. Welcome, Peter.
Thank you, Jeremy. Glad to be here.
Thank you. Let's go inside and have a chat, Pete.
Great.
So how does the general manager of one of Australia's largest advertising agencies become the co-founder of one of the largest coffee franchises in Australia, let alone the world?
Well, that's an interesting question. Back in 1995, it was about mid-year, my partner, Nabi Saleh, and his wife approached Sue and I and said, would you like to do something different? You're 49, you look around in advertising, there's hardly anyone over 50, they've either died or they're in a pub. Usually the latter was the case, and death came not long after. But, you know, I was thinking I needed to do something different, and he showed me this colour brochure. Well, firstly, the question was, I said, what is it? He said, I've been offered this concept called Gloria Jeans. I said, I don't know a lot about fashion, but what is it? And he showed me the colour brochure, and it's coffee. I said, I like a cup of coffee. I didn't understand why it's cold one day, hot the next. But there wasn't much in the brochure, as usually is the case, particularly from America. So he and I went over there to have a look at the concept and talk with them. We bought the rights for Australia back in 1995 and opened the first one in November 1996. And about 5 years ago, we bought the rights off the Americans for the brand for the world. We inherited 15 countries that were really struggling at that stage. We mainly wanted to get the rights outright for Australia because when you buy the rights for a country, you only get it for a period of time, like 10 years.
If you had your time again, what would you do differently?
My view is that the rear vision mirror is small and distorts the past. You learn from it, but out there is the windscreen in front of us, which is wide, and everything that's out there. That's our future. And I just read recently from a business guy that said, I don't think about the past, I do all my planning in the future because that's where I'm going to have to live.
What's the best piece of advice you've been given in business?
Don't do things because someone else tells you. Think it through. And if it fits with your confidence and where you want to go, then make the choices related to that.
Our viewers are medium-sized businesses. Some of them have a marketing department of some size, some description, but all of them want to know what your top marketing tips are.
It actually, I believe, is fairly simple. One is you need to be focused. We spend all our money marketing and we have a different message on website, on direct advertising, on our stationery, on our signage, and we need to get what we call a core idea, and everything needs to go out from there and say the same thing. Some good examples over the year are McDonald's, back in the 80s, declining in sales. The agency came up with a core idea called Mac Time. And that Mac Time went in everything we did. To the credit of the company, everything revolved around Mac Time. And as we got going in Gloria Jeans, you know, we had no money, we struggled to generate marketing, so I made sure everything we did was focused. And eventually we asked our customers what they liked about Gloria Jeans. Some of it surprised us. Things that we thought they'd hate, they liked. And out of that came Escape the Daily Grind. And we worked hard to put that on everything. Our marketing, in-store, stationery, envelopes, the way people talk to the media in terms of PR stories, everything revolved around Escape the Daily Grind. And you know you're making it when the media, when they write stories about you, actually put that slogan in some form in the headlines. You know that it's gone into the psyche, you know, of the nation. So it's getting that core idea and being simple. The other thing is being remarkable. You've got to stand out. I discovered over many years working in the agency that clients in their product category were all saying the same thing. I went to a function, media function one day, and I asked some of the agency guys who were working on the same businesses, why do you advertise in these publications? And they go, we're in there because you're in there. And I was in there because a client told me we had to be in there because the competitors were in there. It was from that day it challenged my thinking, and I went to the client and said, we have to do things differently if we're going to stand out. No one knows if they're reaching the right people. So when you spend your marketing dollars, be different. When you're different, then that attracts attention and you actually can get good mileage out of it. I'll give you a couple of examples. During the global financial crisis, The Kia Motor Company advertised that you buy a brand new Kia, lose your job, you can return the car no penalty. That revolutionised their business because they took the fear out in a difficult time. At the same time, in Christchurch, New Zealand, Mitsubishi advertised their high ace to farmers. They targeted specifically farmers. And they advertised, you buy a brand new Mitsubishi high ace and we'll give you a goat for free. Well, the interesting thing is the media in New Zealand picked it up and published it nationally. And I picked it up in a Sydney major newspaper. You see, when you do something a little bit different, it attracts attention and you get extra media mileage.
So can you share with our viewers the top 2 marketing ideas that define Gloria Jeans?
Probably a couple of the key programs are very simple things. We started sampling the drinks, little sample cups. You don't give them a full cup, so you go out with a unique drink no one's ever heard of before, very vanilla chiller. And you offer it as samples. People are always willing to take samples. One of the other ideas we did was we established Store of the Day. So anyone working here can come, try any drink as many times during the day as they want for free. And if they fall in love with it, they're going to be back every day to buy it. That built a phenomenal business through the centre. And when a shopping centre's quiet, you have all the staff there in the other stores who are busy, not busy, and bored. So, you know, they probably come 2 or 3 times a day.
Peter, thanks very much for giving your time today. Those ideas you shared with us, the 2 ideas that define Gloria Jeans, were predominantly sales promotion. The sample cups. What a great idea, and even the Store of the Day. They're both simple ideas, and who'd have thought that those 2 simple things have helped define and make Gloria Jeans who they are today. I've got my very own copy of the Peter Irvine book. It's called Win in Business, 20 Keys to Catapult You Towards Your Vision. So this has been actually sitting on my desk, and it's been a Bible of mine, and comes complete with coffee stains on the back. Peter, thank you for your time today. If people want to get in touch with you, they can, I guess there's details in the back of this book as well where they can get in touch with you, so you'll be happy to hear from people.
Yes,
okay with that? So, and again, thank you for giving us your time today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, people.